Benchmark. Perform emergency operations for an SCBA. For this skills evaluation checklist, students will demonstrate proficiency in controlling their breathing rate and operating their SCBA in the event of SCBA failure or malfunction. This is a physical and mental skill. Equipment and materials. Full PPE and SCBA. A portable radio. Failure to complete task steps in sequence shall result in a failure. Critical failure shall result in immediate termination of the evolution. Failing to reset pass device that is in full alarm within 15 seconds. Failure to perform the out-of-air emergency procedure in 30 seconds or less. Controlled breathing techniques. During this evolution, student is fully turned out and on air. Student will demonstrate an air conservation technique by controlling their breathing. Skip breathing. Box technique. First stage catastrophic failure. During this evolution, the student is fully turned out and on air. The proctor fully opens the student's bypass or purge valve and says, catastrophic failure.
Catastrophic failure.
The student will reach back with their right hand and ensure their SCBA bottle is fully on. The student will verbalize that they are ensuring their bypass valve is closed. Turns off SCBA bottle until only the needed air necessary to breathe is achieved. The proctor instructs the student to go back to normal operation.
Go back to normal operation.
Student will close bypass or purge valve. Student fully opens SCBA bottle. Bypass or purge valve bumped open. During this evolution, the student is fully turned out and on air. The proctor cracks open the student's bypass/purge valve. The student reaches back with their right hand and ensures their SCBA bottle is fully on. The student closes their bypass/purge valve. Loss of air pressure. During this evolution, the student will be fully turned out and on air. There are two possible scenarios. 1. The proctor fully closes the student's SCBA bottle, simulating an accidental closure of the SCBA bottle. Or 2. The proctor presses and holds the air saver button on the student's mask. Once the low air alarm sounds, or when the student no longer has an adequate breathing air supply, the student reaches back with their right hand and ensures their SCBA bottle is fully on. If the bottle was turned off or was not properly opened, this action will correct the issue and the evolution ends. If the air saver switch was pressed and held, the student repositions, lifts their head, and inhales sharply to begin breathing. Connecting the buddy breather hose. During this evolution, 2 students will be needed. In lieu of a second student, you can use an additional SCBA pack. The proctor will instruct the student that their low air alarm has activated and that they need to use their buddy breather connection to connect to another air pack.
Eyes closed, no visibility. Your low air alarm is activated. You need to use your buddy breather.
The student shall connect to other air pack using the buddy breather hose. Open remove buddy breather hose from pack. Open remove buddy breather hose from the other pack. If there is a second person, they can remove their own buddy breather hose. The second student does not assist. The person being tested will make the connection.
Got it.
Out of air emergency. This skill is to be used in a dire emergency, and only after all other emergency corrective procedures have been attempted unsuccessfully. The student disconnects their regulator from their mask,
You're out of air.
pulls their hood and coat over their mask inlet to filter ambient air,